Hello,
Hello,
you must
Mr.
be Gopi
Nobel.
Krishna.
Very happy to meet you. It is very kind of you to have come all this distance to meet me.
Well, it's a wonderful experience to be here.
Oh, I am very
I've,
happy
I-
to
I've been
hear.
traveling half around the world, as you know,
I
in
know
order to
very
reach
happy.
you.
Pray take the chair.
Thank you very much. Well, it's a privilege to be here today and to meet you in person, in particular to be in this beautiful setting here, with the mountains and the beautiful lake in front of us.
In fact, I should thank you for coming all this distance to talk about these problems with me. It is a strange coincidence because it is in this type of surroundings that the ancient sages of India spoke to the seekers of the truth. The entire philosophy of the Upanishads is based on the teachings delivered by the sages in hermitages located in hills, on the banks of rivers, or on the banks of lakes, where nature bloomed in all its glory and beauty.
Well, it must give a person much inspiration to live in solitude like this.
Solitude and nature are absolutely necessary for the proper development of a human being.
And strangely enough, I heard first time about writing in your books, indeed is the way it is.
I am very happy to meet you and to be able to explain to you my own point of view about problems which are facing mankind today. It is an admixture of natural life lived in solitude amid beautiful surroundings of nature and what we call as urban life, which is absolutely necessary for the poise and harmony of the human mind. Otherwise, it becomes too much distracted, and that distraction is fatal for its evolution towards a higher dimension of consciousness. The blunder made by us at present is to put the human mind in surroundings among machines, among speeding cars and whirling aeroplanes, which do not allow it to have that repose and that calm environment where it can grow in the right direction.
Now, could you please tell me a little about this area? This is your very area where you were born. You have been living here practically your entire life.
I was born in a village about 21 miles from Srinagar. This area is considered to be one of most beautiful and most productive in Kashmir. It is lavish with fruits and abundance of corn. And it is said that some of the greatest philosophers which Kashmir has produced have been residing in this area, such as Abhinav Gupta and others. This spring, which supplies water to our buildings and the garden, is known as the Gupta Tirth, the hidden spring. And it is said that some of those sages lived here, just close to this spring, and at other places on the slope of the hill.
And the big mountains, we are right now in the foothills here of big mountains. And I guess they must be the foothills of the Himalayas.
They are the foothills of Himalayas, and on the other side of this mountain, a stream is flowing, which comes from a lake in Kashmir about 13,000 feet above sea level. It carries the water to a place about 6 miles from this place where an artificial lake has been built by the Kashmir government. That lake supplies the drinking water to the whole of the city. It is very beautiful water, and this valley on the other side of the building is a reserve where wild animals are allowed to live and grow.
I'm very much interested in wild animals and have been working with various environmental ecological organizations.
I see.
And as you are aware of, there is an enormous amount of pressure on the natural species. Many
Yes.
of them are
Yeah.
disappearing
Yes. They are.
because of population pressures.
Yeah.
What kind of animals do you have up here in this mountain?
Deer, jackals, wolves, and even some a variety of tiger.
Well, as I said before, I traveled just about half around the world in order to come to this wise old man. What is the message you are saying in this book?
I am in particular trying to draw the attention of the world to a very important fact, and that is that at the present moment, our scientists, our learned, our leaders, our politicians are only aware of material laws, and that too imperfectly. In addition to material laws, there are also spiritual or psychic laws in the universe. We have absolutely no awareness of these laws. Time again, a glimpse of these laws has been given to mankind by the great prophets and messiahs of mankind who appeared in different parts of the world. We have rejected their teaching as pure myth or superstition. But actually, their teachings contain germs of truth which are essential for the safety and survival of the race. The tragedy is that we have rejected the evidence of religion or of the teachings of great sages about the spiritual world and the soul which dwells in the human body. Since spirit or mind or soul is not perceptible to any of our senses or to any of our instruments, we presume that they have no independent existence apart from the body or the organic organ, say the brain, and therefore we need not worry as to what happens to them. But actually, they have an independent existence, they have a universe of their own, they have profound influences on all that we do, on all that we think, on all that we create. But this influence is conditioned by certain laws which are totally a sealed book to us. It is this law which is operating at present and driving mankind to a catastrophic war to end the present order, which is against the evolution of the human brain.
And what laws are you referring to now?
I am referring to the first law, the law of evolution. This law of evolution has been referred to by every prophet, by the founder of every great faith. They have not called it a law, they have called it a path, a way, a road.
Oh.
Christ has called it a path, Buddha has called it a path, Muhammad has called it a path, Bhagavad Gita called it a path. They all of them call it a path, the road that can lead mankind to salvation and beatitude. This path is a law. This is what I am emphasizing with all the force of my command. And I hope and pray that science and our intellectuals would come to the same conclusion after experiment before the catastrophe occurs rather than after that.